In this practice, we'll explore the switch condition in Power Automate. The switch condition is incredibly useful when you need to run different actions based on multiple specific values of a single variable or field. Instead of creating multiple nested conditions to check for each possible value, switch allows us to define multiple cases and perform different actions depending on the value that matches. In this exercise, we'll use a flow that sends customized email notifications based on the priority field in a SharePoint project tasks list. The priority field has 3 possible values: high, medium, and low. Based on each priority level, the flow will send a tailored message to the assigned user. This makes it easy to alert team members with the appropriate sense of urgency for each task. Let's dive into setting this up step by step. Understanding the fields in our project. Tasks list. Before we begin, let's take a look at the fields in our project tasks list. Title, the name of the task, used to provide context in the email. Assigned to, the person responsible for the task. If this field is empty, we don't want the flow to send an email. Due date, the deadline for the task, to be included in the email so the user knows when it's due. Priority. This is a choice field in SharePoint, with 3 options: high, medium, and low. We'll use this field to determine which message to send. With these fields in mind, we're ready to start building the flow. Setting up the automated flow, head over to Power Automate. Then select Create and choose Automated Cloud Flow. We want this flow to trigger whenever a new task is created, so choose when an item is created as the trigger. Let's name the flow Priority-Based Task Notification, and then click Create. Configuring the trigger to target the project tasks list. Now that our flow is set up, let's configure the trigger to listen for new items in our project tasks list. Under Site Address, choose the site where the project tasks list is located. In the List Name field, select Project Tasks. This ensures that our flow will trigger every time a new item is added to this specific list. Adding a condition to check for an assigned user. To avoid errors, we want to make sure the task has an assigned user before attempting to send an email. If the Assigned to field is empty, we'll skip the email step. Click plus New Step, search for condition, and select it. In the first field of the condition, choose Assigned to email from the dynamic content. Set the operator to is not equal to. In the final field, select expression and type null. This setup ensures that the flow will only proceed if there's an assigned user. Let's add a note here for clarity. This condition checks if the task has an assigned user before proceeding to the email notification step. Adding a switch condition to customize notifications by priority. Now that we've ensured there's an assignee, we'll add a switch action to customize the message based on the priority level. Inside the Yes branch of the condition, click Add an Action and search for Switch. In the On field of the switch, select Priority from the dynamic content. With this setup, the flow will evaluate the value of the priority field and proceed to the appropriate case based on that value. Let's add cases for high, medium, and low priorities. Configuring the high priority case first, let's configure the high priority case to send an urgent notification. Under Enter a Case, type High. Inside this case, click plus, Add an Action, and select Send an Email V2. In the To field, select Assigned to Email from Dynamic Content. For the subject, type something urgent like High Priority Task Assigned, Title, and insert title dynamically, so the task name appears in the subject. In the body, add the following. A high-priority task titled Title has been assigned to you. Please address this as soon as possible. This task is due by due date. Let's add a note here to indicate this is the email format for high-priority tasks. This will ensure anyone reviewing the flow understands the context. Step 7. Configuring the medium priority case. Next, we'll set up a medium priority case with a slightly less urgent message. Click plus Add a case under the switch condition and enter medium. Inside this case, add the Send an Email V2 action. In the To field, select Assigned to Email. For the subject, type Task Notification, Title. In the body, add this message. A task with medium priority titled Title has been assigned to you. Please complete it by due date. Add a note here as well, indicating this is the notification format for medium priority tasks. Step 8. Configuring the low priority case. Finally, let's configure the low priority case. Since this is less urgent, we'll use a neutral message. Add another case under the switch and type low. Add the Send an Email V2 action here as well. In the To field, select Assigned to Email. For the subject, use Low Priority Task Notification, Title. In the body, write, A low priority task titled Title has been assigned to you. Complete it by due date, if possible. This message communicates the lower urgency of the task. Add a final note to clarify this case. Saving and testing the flow. With all cases configured, let's save the flow. Now, we'll test it by creating tasks with different priority levels in SharePoint to confirm the correct messages are sent. Testing scenarios. Scenario 1. High priority task. Create a new task in SharePoint with priority set to high. Assign it to yourself and set a due date. Expectation. You should receive an urgent email with the subject line indicating it's a high priority task. Scenario 2. Medium priority task. Create another task, this time with priority set to medium. Assign it to yourself and set a due date. Expectation. An email with a medium priority subject line should arrive, showing the due date and task title. Scenario 3. Low priority task. Create a task with priority set to low. Assign it to yourself and set a due date. Expectation. A low priority email should be sent using the neutral tone specified. Scenario 4. Task with no assigned user. Create a task, but leave assigned to blank and set any priority level. Expectation. No email should be sent, as the flow should stop at the null check for the assigned user. Congratulations! We've successfully created a flow that leverages the switch condition to manage different cases based on task priority. This setup sends customized emails depending on each task's urgency, helping team members focus on what's most important. By using Switch, we've streamlined the flow logic, making it clear and efficient. Thank you for following along. This practice will be useful as you explore more Power Automate options for branching and conditions.